You know, this don't seem too bad.
Try putting on your laser detecting glasses.
Oh, of course. Mission Impossible is an action-adventure game that came out in 1998 for the Nintendo 64. After the success of Rare's Goldeneye, I guess other game developers wanted a piece of that cake, so they picked the next best spy movie at the time, Mission Impossible, and got to work. We were all expecting this game to be the next Goldeneye. In all the screenshots, this game looked incredible. Too good to be true, even. So, was Mission Impossible the Goldeneye beater we was all expecting? First off, you'll realise that Tom Cruise isn't in the game. Instead, we get old generic John here, or should I say, Ethan Hunt. Highly trained, super skilled, leads the way, point man. Highly trained, super skilled, leads the way, point man. Hi, I'm Fred, and I'm looking for my dog. That's what this super spy says when he gets caught. Are you fucking kidding me? Also, why does it look like he now has makeup on?
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
I guess the graphics were okay at the time, but everything is just so blurry and dark that it's hard to make anything out. Items you need to pick up or interact with just blur into the background. Like this alarm beeper here, or this little piece of paper on a desk, or this bland as fuck looking electrical box, or this other bland as fuck looking electrical box that is practically invisible unless you're standing right next to it. Oh, and sometimes you can only collect items when the game feels like it, like these mines on a shelf that I was clearly close enough to pick up the first time because when I went back I picked them up instantly. Fucking fantastic, Neville!
Well done.
The character models are horrendous. What the fuck is going on with my arms? And in what universe is this a human being? The main character's face gets reused over and over again. This chick looks like a tweenie, and David Hasselhoff is everywhere. The cutscenes are equally ridiculous. I mean, look at this. These people are straight Patrick Swayzeing through this bitch. The default camera position is too far away, but gives you a faster 360 turn, like Mario or Banjo. The second camera position gives you a far better third-person view, but changes how the control stick operates. So up and down become forwards and backwards, and left and right just change the direction you're facing. And the diagonal directions now turn you left and right extremely slowly while moving. I ask you, how many games change the controls based on what camera angle is selected? Actually, this game changes the controls based on what building you're in. Like here, for instance. I'm in third person view, but when I enter this little hut, it changes to the zoomed out 360 controls. The whole thing is just so fucking jarring. Ugh, go through the fucking door, you piece of shit. The camera in general is just fucked beyond belief. And sometimes it just gives up following you altogether. The camera is just stuck behind this wall. The game is still playable. When I press the right trigger to go into aim mode, I can still play. But the limited movement in aim mode makes it impossible to go any further. And I haven't even begun to talk about the frame rate.
Oh, I think I want to go home now, Mummy.
It makes me want to throw up. It really is the straw that broke the camel's back. It would be hard enough to aim in this game with a mouse, but I'm using one of the most primitive analog sticks known to man. Trying to pull off headshots at 2 frames per second with no sort of aim assist is ludicrous. Hi, I'm Fred, and I'm looking for my dog. Now moving on to the complete shit festival that is the gameplay. Firstly, the difficulty settings. There are only 2, possible and impossible, which is fucking stupid because why would I play a game called Mission Impossible on possible? Kinda defeats the purpose. So me being a seasoned gamer and wanting to experience everything the game has to offer, I selected the impossible setting, which in hindsight was the wrong choice as it makes me think the difficulty setting is just a fucking warning. I thought choosing the impossible setting would give me cooler objectives and weapons. But all it does is add more enemies, makes body shots worthless so it's headshots or nothing, reduces the amount of ammo you get, adds beginner's traps, and just makes the whole game 1,000 times more tedious. So, the missions. You're part of the Impossible Mission Squad, travelling the globe doing all sorts of spy shit, like stopping the exchange of weapons of mass destruction, recovering stolen code names of fellow agents, and finding a mole in the CIA. Each mission is broken up into multiple stages, and each of those stages have specific objectives you have to complete. Fail one objective and it's back to the beginning of that particular stage. And the whole game goes like this. You complete the first objective, but fail the second. Then, you complete the first and second objectives, but fail the third. My point being is that there's no room for mistakes, and in the later stages that are ruthlessly difficult, you complete the 7th of 8 objectives and your heart will be beating out of your chest because you know that one fuck up and you got to do it all again. The game wants you to be precise, yet doesn't give you all the information you need. For example, I need to threaten this guy so he'll open a door, but I only have a dart gun and a taser, which doesn't work on him. He starts to run away, so I taser him, and of course, I fail the mission. After about 45 fucking minutes of tearing my hair out, I finally gave in and checked the guide. And it says that pressing this control panel twice reveals a secret room with an unloaded gun. How the fucking hell was I ever going to figure that out? So I can now threaten the agent and make him open the door. But what do I do with him now? I don't want to taser or dart gun him in case I fail the mission, so I let him go. And I fail the fucking mission. Then there's this part where you're a waiter at a Russian embassy. You need to get this guy to come down so you can serve him a drink, make him shit himself, then use the face mask to take his identity. But to entice him down, the pianist first needs some sheet music, which someone seems to have walked off with. Brilliant. Time to find another piece of paper. Whoa! This is another secret agent who knows who you are and wants to kill you. She's behind me, isn't she? Hey, excuse me! I've got my fucking eye on you, you harlot! So yeah, you want to know where the sheet music is? You have to talk to the Hasselhoff sitting down. Once the painful conversation is over, you can then pick the sheet music up from the chair he was sitting on. Cryptic as fuck. So then I decide to check out the bathroom and... Did she just shoot me with her shoe? Man, I'm going to enjoy this. Then there's this stage. As soon as you shoot the first crate, poisonous gas starts leaking everywhere, causing your health to slowly go down. This room is filled with about 100 fucking crates, each crate taking 5 shots to explode. And as I said before, on impossible difficulty, your ammo is extremely limited. So you have to shoot your way through this maze with surgeon-like precision. There are health pickups, but they're hidden behind crates. So you have to weigh up whether it's worth wasting 5 bullets on, or just try to carry on through the stage. Plus, on impossible difficulty, you have to destroy 5 special crates and find a hazmat suit, which took me half an hour to find, and when I finally found it, the fucking camera glitched! And what kind of arse vegetable decided to include platforming? I cannot express to you how bad the jumping is in this game. And with the frame rate being so bad, everything feels so delayed and impossible to judge correctly. And I'm playing on an actual Nintendo 64 with a CRT TV. God help the poor soul who decides to boot this hellspawn up through some weird HDMI converter or something. It's just not a game that should have ever included jumping. And if you hit a laser, it takes you 6 fucking years to get back up, which just gives whatever guard you've put to sleep enough time to wake back up and capture you. And I am telling you, I could not get over this laser fence for fucking ages. Here I am at the end of that stage. Now I'm checking the objectives. Join helicopter, unactivate EMS, escape with helicopter. Sounds pretty simple. EMS taken, but how do I unactivate it? Do I use some of Candace's explosive chewing gum, which just seems to be her primary use, to supply you with explosive chewing gum? You and your trick candy. Left over from Halloween? Valentine's Day? Why would you be using explosive gum on Valentine's Day, you psycho? I'm fucking panicking now. I don't want to start this stage again. The chewing gum's exploding. I throw something I don't know if I should have thrown. I don't know if there's a special button I need to press to get on the helicopter. This is what the game turns into if you don't know exactly what you're doing. A complete shit show. Then you have this shitty sniping stage where you need to protect Ethan, but they decided to put pillars in the way, so I can't protect him. Why? Why include this? This game can't even get a simple sniping stage right. The one thing that you don't want in a sniping stage, they fucking put it in there. But all of what I've previously mentioned pales in comparison to what is coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Terminal Room.
Steady, stay calm.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know this level. And like I said before, the game doesn't give you all the information you need. So at first I was just using the control stick. A and B to go up and down, and the R trigger to go into aim mode. And I died, and I died, and I died, and I died, and I died! Until I discovered that the C buttons tilt the camera. Why the fuck didn't the game tell me this? So once I found that out, I thought it was in the bag. Absolutely not. Saying this stage is tedious is an understatement. Trying to rock Ethan back and forth to lower him past the lasers is so awkward because you can't help but sometimes tilt him up, which makes his stupid limbs trip the lasers. You descend way too fast, and even with the best camera angle possible, it's still too hard to judge exactly where the fucking lasers are. And on impossible difficulty, the lasers kill you in seconds. And when you're finally able to reach the bottom, you have to swing over to the door and lock it so the guards can't come in. Then swing over to the computer. Now you might think this is me just trying to be funny, but this is me trying my absolute hardest to swing over to the door. Look at how ludicrous this is! It looks like I'm missing something, but this is how you're supposed to do it.
There it is.
What the fuck do you mean? What did I do differently, Ethan? And why do you sound like Adam West?
I singed my hair.
Batman. Please still, this calls for the bat tweezers.
This is one of the worst stages in any game I've ever played. And oh my god, I haven't even mentioned the train.
You gotta draw a line and say no more! You can't go past this line!
You're chasing the mole in the CIA on top of this train. Each new garage you come to spawns 2 or 3 guards, attack helicopters, and sometimes a vehicle. And you have no fucking cover at all, so when these enemies are combined, it is genuinely impossible not to take damage each wave. And this train goes on forever. Every second carriage you get some ammo, either for your handgun or hand rocket launcher. You barely get enough ammo to the point where if you waste 4 to 5 bullets in either gun, you might as well start over. And given how bad and imprecise the shooting is in this game, coupled with the frame rate, plus the added damage dealt by enemies on impossible difficulty, makes this stage even harder than the fucking terminal room. Do you want to know how I did it?
Okay, let me run this one past you. Try and get your heads round this.
You basically have to tiptoe about as slow as you can go over the beginning of each carriage and stop, because once you've crossed over, that triggers the helicopters, which take 5 to 6 seconds to show up. Deal with them, then tiptoe forward again to trigger the enemies, one at a time if possible. Do this for 6 minutes over 11 carriages without making one mistake or wasting a rocket, because you need to blow up one more helicopter that the mole jumps onto to escape. So if you're out of rockets, it's back to the start. Honestly, I am genuinely shocked at how bad this game is. I mean, I remember not liking it as a kid, but I guess I never played it enough to let the hate sink in. And we haven't even got to the part I hated the most, the first stage on the final mission. So first we need to get the AF Scrambler, which is up on these boxes that I'm going to gracefully jump up onto. Okay, so I can't pick it up even though it's at waist height. Nice. Now I'm going to make my way down. Whoa! Great work there, cameraman. Now I've got to go and pick up the mines and explosives and bring them back to my team. And if you don't do this quick enough, a guard will arrest your team and you'll fail the mission. Now we've given our teammate the scrambler and the mine, we've got to go and get the gas injector. Oh good, another item I'll have no clue how to use. It's not like this game's going to tell me. The item select menu only uses pictures. I can't make out what anything is supposed to be. Would you know that these are contact lenses used to see laser beams? Would you know that this is a video freezer used to pause security footage? Would you know that this is a laser beam diverter? Not one word or letter is used to help you decipher what the fuck it is that you're carrying. So I pick up the gas injector that's just sitting out there in the open. Then one of my crack team of cunts tells me that he's lost his wire cutters. So now I've got to go and get some wire cutters. Oh, this game. I find the wire cutters, plant the explosives in the factory, then use the gas injector on this door to knock out the guards to get the detonator and the night vision goggles. So I blow up the factory, then I'm told I've got to meet my team on this building. All of this has taken me over an hour to learn and get right, and because I'm on impossible, the guards spot you easier, shoot better, there are more of them, there are these tougher guards that now have Uzis, and only 2 enemies in the entire level drop ammunition. So your best bet is to run past every enemy you can to conserve ammo, because you're going to need every last bullet for the roof. This guy got hit by a truck, which lifted my spirits. Yeah. And when I finally reached my team on the roof, they're in a firefight with 2 Uzi guards. So I duck behind some cover and get ready to take them out. Then I start taking damage from an unseeable enemy, so I turn around expecting to see someone behind me, but there's no one, and I fucking die. And this stage can take 10 minutes to get to the roof part, even if you know exactly what you're doing. So I go through it all again, beat the guards on the roof this time, which triggers a cutscene, and I'm told to jump on the next truck. So I see the truck, and I get ready for it to come back around, then I just die. Out of fucking nowhere. I don't even hear a gunshot or anything. Right, I'm waiting for the truck again. Here it comes. And I completely misjudge it, get shot once and die even though I nearly have half health. So here I am again, frightened to even move, waiting for the poxy truck to come around. And I finally make the jump, and given how hard this stage is, it shouldn't come down to whether or not you can make a jump or not. The end stage, you're just on this boat blowing up everything in sight, and simple as it is, it still comes with its frustrations. As soon as it starts, you start losing health, and I have no idea what anything is or what's shooting me. Simply holding down the Z button to fire is too slow, so I developed this rather crude technique which I feel like I've been training for my entire life. I finally destroy the nuclear factory, or whatever, with 0 health to spare, and I feel as if I really have completed Mission Impossible. So what you get for beating the game on impossible difficulty? Well, you get to meet the developers. Who are you? My name is David Lee. What did you do? I'm a 3D artist. Immigration laws in France are too strict. Oh well, what a great fucking completion bonus this is, talking about immigration laws! Who are you? My name is Mark Regingbew. What do you do? I'm a programmer, master of the camera. Kill yourself. My name is Hubert Nauergat. I use too much memory. Looks like you're using too much of something. My name is Erwan Legofik. What do you do? I'm a programmer. Don't tell me I'm a bad programmer. You are a bad programmer. My name is Stefan Abrazart. I don't like trains anymore. Well, neither do I after playing your game. Get fucked! Okay, that's it. I've had enough. This game does not deserve a place in the attic.
On those long lonely days when you don't seem to have a friend, and you're way too proud to ever make amends. Your life is filled with confusion. Could it be that you're tired of losing and you just can't stop trying to make it back to the past? You just can't stop trying to make the good times last. Your life is filled with pain. Well, everybody's life's the same. Will you ever reach the top? Will you ever stop trying to make it back to the past?
G'day, or good night should I say. Boner here on LA's Up All Night. More from Games in the Attic next week. But coming up next, we got some Teen Angel for you. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsor, Hello Not Fresh. Because who the fuck's got time to cook anymore? Use our code for 44% off your first purchase. Now, it's Teen Angel.
So which one of you angels is fairer?